apart!
You haven't seen Wars until you've seen it through the big-ass tear-soaked eyes of an anime character.
The Black Ram Heavy Cavalry must lend our courage to the whole country!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 anime wars.
Take your forces and join with the elves, then set out ahead of us.
You mean a sneak attack, my lord?
For this list, we're looking at conflicts that were the central focus of several series. We'll be focusing on present or ongoing wars within these stories. Therefore, wars that take place prior to the series' events, such as the war discussed in Full Metal Alchemist, will not be included. Number 10, the Zentradi War. Super Dimensional Fortress Macross. Our list begins with a battle from an old-school mecha classic. The Zentradi came to Earth looking for a battleship they had lost 10 years prior. When fighting broke out over the mouthful that we call the Super Dimension Fortress Macross, it was intense to say the least. Millions of humans lost their lives in a crossfire that devastated the Earth. What makes this conflict stand out is the use of music, which happened to give humanity an unexpected advantage. It confused the Zentradi long enough to make a decisive blow against them. Say what you want about the songs of Lin Minmay, her melodies saved humanity. Number 9, Athena's never-ending holy war, Saint Seiya.
It has been said that when times of evil fill the world, saints appear.
In this battle of the gods, Goddess Athena takes center stage to combat her fellow deities whenever they threaten death and destruction. The never-ending moniker stems from the fact that this war never reaches a solid conclusion. Rather, it bookmarks itself and begins anew every life cycle. Gods such as Ares, Poseidon, and Hades are recurring enemies during these scuffles.
But you're...
That's right, I'm the sea serpent.
Never alone in any iteration, Athena summons 88 saints to her side as her protectors. Still, Athena is never one to leave the fight to just her warriors. No matter what the cost, she will see the gods defeated and the world saved.
Well, Seiya, I guess I should congratulate you. But you don't have it yet.
Number 8, Arrancar War, Bleach.
This is the end.
What? Did you say something?
Don't you understand, Aizen? There is no place left for you.
When Aizen betrayed and left the Soul Society, you knew there was gonna be hell to pay. Hell came forth in a duel-filled brawl between the Soul Society and Aizen's own personal army.
You must be the intruder, Ichigo Kurosaki.
A combination of Soul Reaper and Hollow, the Arrancar had all of the powers of their adversaries, including their own Bankai special attack.
This is what I mean.
Almost every prominent Soul Reaper was put to the test in their own individual duel, while Aizen sat on the sidelines until the final battle. It was a conflict that changed the cast of Bleach forever and was one of the longest-running battles in anime history.
So prepare yourself. I'll show you my final.
Number 7, the Fourth Great Ninja War, Naruto Shippuden.
Listen up! This war's outcome will hinge on the result of our unit's attacks, as will the casualty count.
It was the shinobi throwdown that fans were waiting for. Longtime enemies of Naruto, the Akatsuki finally went to war with an alliance of ninjas, the allied shinobi forces. The Akatsuki had one slight advantage on their end. They used the ability to resurrect old enemies from all across the Naruto timeline to wreak havoc on the allied forces. Fan favorites like Zabuza and Haku were allowed one final chance to settle old scores.
And out of all the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist, these are the most powerful ever. They chose well.
Though only 2 days in length, the war has been covered in well over 100 episodes of the Naruto Shippuden series. Talk about stretching out a conflict.
We'll all attack as one.
Number 6, War of Heroes, Record of Lodos War. What at first appears to be a simple fantasy battle between good and evil goes much deeper with the War of the Heroes. The leaders on the side of Lodos, King Farn, and the side of Marmo, King Beld, were once allies who saved the world together.
Soon now, you will meet your true enemy.
Amidst armies of goblins, men, and even dragons, Thawne and Beld face off one final time with their holy swords of destiny. They don't call this the Accursed Isle for nothing, and in the end though, both men were destroyed by the manipulation of a witch named Carla. Finishing off the fight falls to main characters Parn and his rival Ashram, who take over as the champion heroes of their respective sides. Number 5, Britannia versus the World. Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion R2.
If being powerless is so terribly wrong, then does having power make you right?
It was all building to this. With his home country of Britannia firmly under his control, Lelouch v Britannia launches one final campaign to make the whole world his.
Greetings. I am Lelouch v Britannia of the royal family, 99th Emperor of the realm.
Amongst those who stand against him are his former allies, the Black Knights.
You can still come back to us!
Using his devious intellect, genius strategy, and his Geass power, Lelouch is able to win this heartbreaking battle, but it's the secret final move of this whole campaign that takes the cake. To say more would spoil one of the best endings in anime ever. Number 4, Humans vs. Titans. Attack on Titan.
Right! Give them hell!
As far back as anyone in the series can remember, Titans had roamed the Earth. Towering monstrous behemoths, they kill and devour humans without emotion or discretion. Humanity has been at a near powerless state to defend itself against these seemingly mindless beasts. That hasn't stopped the military from creating countermeasures to give their soldiers a fighting chance. Armed with their three-dimensional maneuvering gear, the next generation of the military can jump great distances and move at fast speeds to take the fight to the Titans. It's a very small edge in an otherwise very one-sided war for survival that humanity has been on the losing side of for centuries.
Tell me his sacrifice gave us a better chance!
He was brave!
Number 3, Holy Grail War, Fate Stay Night franchise.
どんな名高い英霊だろうと、サーバントとして召喚されれば、マスターにとっては道具も同然。
Compared to most wars on this list, this war is rather small as it features just 7 gifted mages. Each is granted their own different heroic spirit to battle for the Holy Grail. Besides the gorgeous battles, this war is made even more interesting thanks to the mental chess game played by everyone.
王国に至るサンサロは循環せよ。
霊霊を召喚するというのに、こんな単純な儀式で構わないの?
Which mage and spirit do you take out first? Who do you ally yourself with? There's no shortage of strategy or consequences to these tough decisions. Seeing how bad the war gets in Fate Zero, make sure you fear quite a bit for the next generation of mages who enter the battle in Fate Stay Night. Number 2, the Alliance-Imperial War, Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This entry is nicknamed the Long War. By the time the series begins, the armies of the Free Planets Alliance and the Galactic Empire, no relation to Star Wars, have been fighting across the cosmos for 150 years.
残されるのは無人の荒れのだけだ。そして刻まれた傷は時の流れとともに消えている。
This war redefines the terms scope and epic, with fleets as large as 20,000 ships engaging in battle at a single time. At the heart of the fighting is the chess game of strategy going on between the Empire tactician, Reinhardt, and the Alliance genius, Yang. The grudging respect between these two ultimately leads to an uneasy truce, but it sure took them long enough.
ワーラとの和訳と呼ばれるこの条約が事実上の降伏文書であることは誰の目にも明らかだった。
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
こりゃいけるぜ船長。あいつら強え。まったくだ。
Foolish creatures, drunk on your spiral power. Do you possess the resolve to do that?
Number 1, the One-Year War, Mobile Suit Gundam, Universal Century 0079.
9 months ago, the cluster of colonies furthest from the Earth, called Side 3, proclaimed itself the Principality of Zeon and launched a war of independence against the Earth Federation.
The Principality of Zeon fights for the independence against the Earth Federation. Losses from this war are staggering, with Earth suffering from colony drops and Zeon losing thousands of soldiers in an ultimately failed bid for freedom. The 1-Year War has been explored from many different angles, showing us the heroes and villains from both sides.
As long as I live, Zeon survives.
Though Zeon loses the war, its ghost continues to haunt the Universal Century several decades later. Do you agree with our list? What legendary wars in anime do you think stand out? For more big event top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I can't believe it. Is this the end for me?